And over again will be that song of Abachada Bazida. Indeed, Abachada Bazida, when you look at the majority of women that we do have, most of them are single mothers. I am not talking in a caliber that of this and this, but when you look at it in a very, very critical way, some parents out there, mostly men, have neglected their responsibilities and they have taken the responsibilities to their mothers. Well, we do celebrate Women's Day. My name is Shillah Kahunde, and of course, I'm here to celebrate with you Women's Day and also to be with you together as we do celebrate Women's Day today. Women's Day is celebrated not only in Uganda, but we do celebrate it all over the world. And you may be asking yourself, is it important for us to celebrate women? Oh, yes, it's very important to be celebrated as a woman. But for men, of course, I do have some friends of mine who are there complaining. Some of us men are not celebrating. Father's Day is coming. Banan, we're going to celebrate you. We will take you out. We will buy you whatever you feel like you want. But for now, it's about women. And one friend of mine asked me, why is it every day we do celebrate women? Why? It's because we need to be celebrated every day. Even my guests mentioned about it and said we need to be celebrated every day. So to you out there, to the men, don't worry. We shall celebrate you. You know, it's going to be all right. Now, something that really touched me is wanted to ask, why is gender equality important?
Gender equality is important because it raises some issues that need to be worked upon. I will simply say that gender equality, if we say gender, we mean male and female. And equality, how are these people getting equal? Like equally. In rights, education, health, wherever, as long as men and women are equal. Men don't want to listen about this thing of equality. Women are doing this, women are doing this. They don't want to listen to that. But we just have to teach men on how to deal with empowered women. Because I'm not going to be empowered then I get married to a man who is not empowered or doesn't even know how to live with an empowered woman. He will just end up doing something bad to me. Because you cannot tell a man, now me, who is going to be a president. You go for projects, you come back late.
Of course, you find the man is opening for you the door.
You get? You've gone far away, you're going to come back at 3 a.m.
Yes.
Or you're going to work from Monday to Friday. Then the weekend, that's when we give Rotary more time. You're going to be there. But the man needs you home.
You need to cook for him.
Cook for him. I don't really know how you're going to get into that, because men need to learn how to live with empowered women. Support your women, support your wives, support your girlfriends.
So men out there, if you have a girlfriend, please support your girlfriends. Yeah. Even to the men that are in studio with us, please support your women, support your girlfriends.
Do not overwork them.
One of my colleagues just called me Fiona. I'm like, Otio? So who is this Fiona? So it's going to really tell me about that Fiona when we get off this break. I need to know that Fiona. So I wanted to ask, why is it important to, take general gender concerns into accounting, project design, and of course implementation? Is it really important for the ladies out there?
It's very important. And like my colleague said, when people say we talk about gender, they think we're talking about women. But gender is a wide concept. Gender is female and male. And then even the minority group, the intersex, the word, they all fall under gender. And when we are structuring for anything, it is so important to be gender sensitive. Because you're not only dealing with women, you're dealing with also men. Not only women and men, but people of different capacities. We're having the disability, we are having people from the marginalized groups. So we are dealing with all these people. So it is so important to consider them in whatever thing you're trying to do. Because at the end of it all, for example, if you're constructing a building and you don't put how do they call this? You only put stairs and you don't put the other, I'm forgetting how, the ramps for the people with disability.
Yes.
You're not being gender sensitive. What if it is a man who is disabled? You get? What if it is a woman who's disabled? So they'll not be able to access the services you're offering, or they'll not be able to work in such an environment. So when it comes to being gender, because even the SDGs, the SDG 5 talks about gender equality. So
yes,
we believe not only as Uganda, because SDGs were not made by Ugandans. It is an international concept. It is sustainable development goals. So they say that for a country to sustainably develop, it must consider gender. It has to be gender conscious. So what does that mean? We cannot progress as a country when we are not gender conscious. So gender equality is an aspect that actually should be at the fingertips, at the forefront of everything we are doing. You cannot progress according to the world at large if you're not gender sensitive. So gender equality is a concern that I think right now it should not only involve the government, but even at individual level. Everybody needs to get conscious when it comes to gender. In whatever you're doing, how are you affecting a man or a woman? Yes, because at the end of it all, it's what comprises of gender.
All right, we are still celebrating Women's Day, and of course, follow the conversation on X at U24TV UG, and of course onto our Facebook platforms, which is U24 Television UG. And of course, let's talk together. Give us your opinions about what we're talking about. Give us your opinion about the theme. Do you understand the theme? Is this the right theme that they chose for the women out there? And of course, I'd love to ask, what makes you a strong woman?
What makes me a strong woman?
Yes. I will tell you on my side, what makes me a strong woman is I'm a mother of a 4-year-old, and waking up every morning looking at her face makes me a strong woman.
Why are you giving out my answer? First of all, it's my mother, because whatever she has gone through, I've been there to witness. And she's my best friend, as I may say.
Yes.
She's making me a strong woman. Another woman that makes me strong is her.
Okay.
She's my mentor, Dr. Achan, Patricia. Because I don't know what I can speak about her, but it's a lot. If I may start, it may cover up this whole book of hers that we launched yesterday. But this woman is someone that will show you she is in a higher office, but the way she brings down herself to us, may not think that she's someone big. Okay. So, Dr. Achan, she's one of the women that makes me strong.
Okay.
Every time I meet her and I interact with her, there is a way she touches me. Because yes, I was home, but now I left home. So I am no longer having much time with my mother. Then out of home, I am with her. She's the second mother that I have. So my mother makes me strong. And this lady here that you're seeing on camera.
All right, we are celebrating women, and of course later on we'll be showing you some of the pictures of the women that have made it to the top, and some women that we look at and you'll be like, yes, it's worthy for her to be celebrated. What makes you a strong woman?
Oh, what makes me a strong woman is being able to lift others. I get stronger and better when I lift one person. I believe that actually I'm very happy that women, we are progressing and we are leaving that era whereby women used to fight each other. I'm very happy that women, we are progressing and we are lifting each other. Actually, of recent, because I'm planning to contest in the forthcoming elections.
Wow,
But
that's
yeah,
amazing.
but when we went for the first meeting, I realized there is another woman who wanted the same position like I wanted. And I did not believe in fighting women. I told her, you know what? We can support each other in any capacity. I do not need to necessarily be in an elective position to be impactful. I can support you to get better. Then in the long run, you support me also to lift other women. So me supporting each other as women is one thing that is making me stronger. And I think as women, it is one thing that's going to make us stronger if we keep on lifting other, because our time is also going to reach whereby even women, we have become economically empowered. Because if you're poor, they always tell us that do not be proud or brag about morality if you cannot afford many of the things you want for yourself. That means you can easily get corrupted. At times you're going to find yourself in a compromising situation, maybe someday. So I believe that when women, we are empowered and we have everything we want for ourselves, we shall be able to negotiate fairly. Because the issue is, we have these opportunities, but do we negotiate fairly? Do we sit on those tables and we negotiate fairly? The answer, I don't know. Everybody might have their own opinion. Yes. But I think if we lift each other, we shall be able to reach at that point where we can negotiate fairly and come up with the policies that better suit us. Because some of these things we speak about, they just do us a favor. Now, like, I think someone just walk out there like, these women have over-suffered. Let them give them Article 33 in the Constitution. Let them just give them, women have also shouted. Let's recognize these two. You get. But when you look at the bigger picture, we are actually not catered for. That's why they're like, now women have suffered. Let us give them affirmative action. Women have suffered. Let us give them these positions to belong to them. But they didn't intend at first. So I believe that when we come together and we lift each other, we are going to become stronger, and we shall be able to have that mantle that we are all fighting and striving for.
All right, we do celebrate Women's Day right here on U24. As I've told you, you can join into this conversation. Just go onto your, X. We no longer call it Twitter. We do call it X. Just, join X and go onto U24 TV and you'll get to see us on Facebook. Still, it's U24 Television Uganda. Get there. Let's talk about this. But as we do conclude with these beautiful ladies, I'd want to ask them one more question. And I'll start with you.
Okay.
How do you empower yourself and the women around you?
Oh, that's a very interesting question. One, like I told you, I'm the founder of the African Retrieve and Recycling Labs. We do waste collection and sorting. Currently, we basically collect, sort, and resell Coca-Cola. But we intend to make plastic lumber. I visualize my company being able to employ women as the biggest number. I feel like it's also high time women are also given opportunities to be in leading capacities. So I work with a team of 15 women as other forefront as decision makers. They're the ones who come up with policies. Today, which sub-county are we going to? Who are we putting on board this time around to act as our transporter? Who are we giving the first priority when we are making payments? So it's really an interesting journey working with women, and it is a journey I want to keep on engaging more women. But then also, if given an opportunity, I would love to serve my women, because I come from Toro District. I would love to serve my women as the Secretary of Finance at the district, so that I can be able to lobby for them opportunities. Specifically where I come from, we are struggling with teenage pregnancy. We are struggling. I believe in education. Women in my region are not going to school. The reason is because they are not having resources. But we can lobby for these resources for them. So I feel like if I'm empowered, I can empower other people through lobbying for them resources. I believe in education. I believe in the power of education to transform the world. That's why if there is anything I want to see us progress to a level whereby we can have vocational department in my company, where women who are not privileged to continue like up to high school, like maybe I was, to at least have a skill. Because at the end of it all, they don't remain the same. So I believe that the only way I can empower women is by serving.
All right.
Yes.
All right, we're celebrating Women's Day right here on U24. And of course, we're glad that you're still part of us. We're still going together. And we do conclude with these beautiful ladies. And of course, we'll have a relationship coach coming into here telling us about more of these relationships with men and on so forth and so forth. And how do you deal with it? But you, my dear, my
Yes.
last question could be, how do you empower yourself and the women around you?
Thank you so much for that. I believe in self-love, first of all, because if I can love myself, I can spread love out there. I have to empower myself. It's going to start with me, then it's going to spread to the people around me. How I am going to, actually not I am going to, but what I am doing currently. Spreading awareness, first of all, because women need to know what is going on in the world. They need to know about their rights. They need to know about where they can get something. I'll still say that in Rotary, I don't want to say that we care about women so much, but it's just the whole community. But when you go in the community, when you go to schools, when you go to hospitals, women take the largest number. So we always do these programs that empower women financially, mostly, because this is the biggest challenge that women face. Nothing else but finances. If she has money, she's going to take care of the kids. If she has money, she's going to take care of herself. If she has money, she's also going to give back to other women. Women out there, when we come and we reach out to you, please, we need support to support other women, because in Otrai, that's what we do. I can come to you and I tell you, I went to this community, I found teenage mothers. I was so surprised to see a 16-year-old girl, or younger than
Last
me.
time I met a
She has
13-year-old in
3
Ibanga.
children.
Wow.
3
Interesting.
children, and she's HIV positive. Do you know what that means? Are we really doing our best to lift these girls? So we have these programs that, okay, we have basic education and literacy in Notai now. That's in the line of schools.
All right.
We go give out books. We give out scholarships. So we are also supporting the young generation
Okay.
that are going to become mothers of tomorrow. When you go to the side of women, especially the pregnant women, we give them whatever they are supposed to use. The mama kits,
All right.
we empower them also in that line. In finances, we do projects for them.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
thank you so much, ladies. All we can do, all we can tell you right here of the U24 is we wish you a happy Women's Day and safe journey back home. Well, you are still watching U24, and of course, we are talking about women with a purpose, women with gender equality. We are fighting for gender equality among women out there. You've heard it from the ladies. What you have to do and what you have to take. If you want to empower the ladies around you, love yourself, empower yourself first, and then go ahead and empower others. We're going to go into another short break. Of course, when we come back, we do have a relationship coach who is going to be with us, and we're going to be talking about Women's Day. So I'm still here with you to talk about women, but do not forget to follow us on our hashtags and, of course, on our Facebook page, which is U24 Television UG, and of course on X, which is U24 TV UG. So follow us and we'll be joining into these lovely conversations. For now, let's go into a very short break. When we come back, we'll be talking more about